Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Trending. It's the Monday edition of Trending. How best to start up your Monday morning, if not to start it with trending? Yes, counting the top 5 trending stories making waves on the internet right now. I am Mercy Rabo, and trust me, today's countdown is not for the weak at all. From shocking discoveries to unbelievable allegations and some serious drama, social media has been serving us premium gist all through the weekend. Guys, without wasting much time, let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 5, Anambra State Governor Charles Soludo has got people talking after throwing a challenge at pastors and traditionalists. The governor reportedly said, "Come, let us take you to teaching hospital so you can heal the sick over there." Guys, I'm not the one saying it though. This one is coming from Soludo. Let's watch it together.
You become an instrument of development for us. We will appreciate you. We will roll out the red carpet for you. Come, take you to the hospital, starting from our the teaching hospital, accident and emergencies. Take you there, touch them, and they will all let them all get up. There are those of them who are lying down with spinal cord injury. They haven't been able to stand up for months or years. Come and touch them and let them run. Yeah. We'll go to the hospitals. There are people crying and so on. They can't even pay the bills for medical attention. So we need you. If you are doing them, come. But not this fake stuff.
Well, the statement has sparked reactions online, with some people applauding him for demanding proof of claimed healing powers, while others believe faith and science are two completely different conversations. As expected, social media users have been going back and forth over these very remarks. But guys, again, I don't know his issues with the pastors, the traditionalists, and all of that. Well, I think with everything going on, we see most times, just like the other time we had on Trending, a pastor was performing miracles, or should we say magic, and then we saw catfish coming out from somebody's head and things like that. Imagine the governor saw that, and he would say, so if you can actually bring catfish from somebody's head, you can actually raise the dead. If I take you to teaching hospital that we do not have enough bed spaces and all of that, yes, you can actually pray, and then the sick would be fine and they would go home, and then we can have new persons. We can admit new persons in the teaching hospital. I understand how he feels. Yes, we understand how he feels, but he needs to understand that not all pastors are prophets, not all of them are healers, not all of them perform miracles. Some of them are just teachers, some of them are preachers, while some perform miracles. But now that he's against pastors, saying pastors should come to the teaching hospital and all of that, we really do not know why he's doing that. But maybe the reasons are best known to him. But I understand it so well. Like I said, the rate at which we keep seeing fake miracles, stage miracles, just like the other day, we had a story of somebody coming out to say the person actually acted in the pastor's healing drama, and at the end of the day, the pastor did not give this person the balance as agreed, and then this led to chaos and commotion and all of these things going on. So I feel like these are the things that triggered Soludo's decision, now saying, no, before you heal anybody, go to the teaching hospital. At least that one, we know they are sick. They've been admitted. Medically, they are down. So you should go there and heal them. I know that's why he's talking about that though. Guys, let's quickly leave that very story. Let's see what we have as our number 4 story. Coming in at number 4, a disagreement between a tenant and his landlady has become one of the internet's most talked about stories. According to the tenant, he requested a refund because the services he paid for were not what he was receiving. He claims that instead of resolving the matter, his landlady attempted to evict him without refunding his balance. Things reportedly escalated into a physical confrontation, and the tenant says the situation could have even turned much worse if a video had not captured the incident. Well, let's see this very video.
Picture and give it dirty slap.
Try him.
If you don't take any picture, if you just send me any picture, I'll smack that phone.
Try him.
Why you snap me?
Try him.
Why you go snapping? Why you snapping?
Try him. You see ball. You see ball.
You don't have respect.
You see ball.
You don't have respect. Bring your things out and collect your transfer and leave.
She's harassing me. She wanted to fight me now.
Look at this one.
Is this the security guy?
Bring your money.
You saw she wanted to slap.
Slap that phone now.
Okay.
You're not gonna like me. You're not gonna like me. Touch me.
This very footage, guys, has sparked debate about landlord-tenant relationships and the importance of documenting disputes. I know a whole lot of persons will say, small thing, you're bringing camera. Yes, bring camera. This guy said that this woman actually went to report him to the thugs in the area, saying she was harassed by this very young man. And thank God he had everything documented. He had to bring them out, say, no, this woman actually harassed me. You could see her slapping me. You could see her hitting me. But come again. This person is not your son, for crying out loud. This person is your tenant. He paid to stay in that apartment. I see no reason why you would raise your hand. Guys, I know some persons might even say, this one looks like Nollywood. It looks like... But come to think of it, these things happen. There are some really abusive landlords and landladies. Like, you would see some and you'd be like, really? Is this really happening? Yes, if you've experienced that, then you would know that things like this might not really be staged. It happens. Because some landlords and landladies are abusive. And at the end of the day, you hear people saying, on a house you build, though, you not be God. Yes, it is normal because people go through this. Now this guy is even standing on his own right, saying, you actually told me you were going to fix this, you were going to fix that. I'm not getting any of these things and I paid for it. So at this point, I think you should refund me. Let me just go peacefully. And the woman is saying no. Rather, she's giving him quick notice. You need to leave. So I should leave and just forfeit my rent, just like that. Who does that? We all know what the country is saying right now. Money is not easy to come by. So you cannot just expect the man to say, okay, I'm a peacemaker, for peace to reign. Let me just let go of the money. If he lets go of that money, he would go to somewhere else. Would he tell the next landlord that, for peace, I left my money. Can you just give me this house to stay for peace? No, he has to make sure he collects his money. So again, we are calling on landlords and landladies. Please, now house you build, you know, be God. Stop acting as if your tenants are doing you a favor, or rather you are doing them a favor, keeping them in your space or keeping them in that very apartment. They paid for it. It's not a favor. They're not staying on credit. They're not even owing rent. Even the ones owing rent, the truth is they will still end up paying that very rent. So I see no reason why you should act as if they are your sons and daughters. And some of them would say you're supposed to respect me. Why? Because you're a landlord or landlady. And even the funniest part is the landlord's children. They would want you to greet them because, Anna, my papa get house now. You're supposed to respect me. If not, my father will give you quick notice. Really? House that I paid for with my own money. Guys, these things happen and we're calling on landlords and landladies. Please, let's try to be civil when dealing with our tenants, because at the end of the day, life happens. You do not know where you'll find yourself tomorrow. Guys, away from that very story, let's see what we have as our number 3 story. Coming in at number 3, imagine buying land. Minding your business, and then discovering that someone has allegedly been buried on your land. Well, that's exactly the situation going on right now, and one landowner is very shocked at this very situation that he has found himself in. This very visibly stunned owner reportedly visited his property months after purchasing it, only to discover that what appeared to be a burial site was right there on his land. Guys, this one looks like Nollywood clip though, but let's watch it.
No, this is not funny. Oh. My land and the very person put to so surprised. It go there yani. I think the messy motor. The person don't clear now. Big bush me. Oh. Secretary going on. If the bury person, they know they move person come out for land. Oh, I want to do this person now. Like you may want to tell you when you might be over here.
Person if you buy land. She reach us now. Fast go. You don't say
he has the year.
You lazy to do everything.
The mala has the year.
Guys, this very story has left social media users asking countless questions, with many wondering how something like this could happen without the owner's knowledge. Honestly, this sounds like the beginning of a Nollywood movie. And the guy said something that really caught my attention. He said, they know they comot person when they bury for person land. Like, really? Oh, okay. Maybe he's another peacemaker, guys, because I see no reason why they would bury someone. I'm even still trying to understand it. Was this like a mistake or something? Maybe the person was trying to locate his or her own land, and then they mistakenly took his own land as theirs or something, or maybe there has been disputes on that very land. I'm still trying to understand how you went ahead to bury somebody in somebody's land. Like, it's one thing that you just sit down and act. You would think, you would try to wrap your head around it, but the whole thing will still not be adding up at the end of the day. Because at this point, I'm still understanding why you would go bury somebody. And this time you would say rest in peace. But so sad that this person would not rest in peace, because at the end of the day, this person might be exhumed out of that very place. So at the end of the day, this person is not resting in peace. This one is quite sad. So please, if you're going to bury your loved ones in a new site or in a new land or a developing area, please, let's try to do our due diligence to make sure that we don't end up having to exhume the person when the owner comes reacting that the person was buried in his or her own land. But guys, I feel like this is still a developing story. We need to hear from the family of the deceased. Let's hear if this was a mistake, if they would end up paying the guy, or if they would exhume the body. We really need to know. So I feel like when we get more updates and then it makes it to our top 5, we'll definitely bring it to you. Away from that very story, guys, let's see what we have as our number 2 story. Coming in at number 2, a story that had many Nigerians reaching for their wallets has now taken an unexpected turn. An investigation reportedly revealed that the mother of a Nigerian lady who came online seeking 50 million naira ransom money may have staged her own kidnapping. Whew, guys, we need to take a deep breath, but let's watch this one.
First, I want to say thank you to those of you that supported my family and I want to say thank you so much. There has been an ongoing investigation. My mom has been released and there's been an ongoing investigation. And it has been investigated that there's an involvement of my mom in this kidnapping case. There has been an involvement of my mom in this kidnapping case. I only did what any child will do to save their mom or to ensure the safe return of their mom. Oh my God. Words can't express how the family is in shock. I am in shock. This is not right. This is so not right. Oh my God. This has shattered my full family. My full family is in shock. We have been shattered. My dad has some health issues and I don't even know how he's going to go through this. This is so unfortunate. It is so unfortunate because what did I do wrong by putting my face out there? My reputation. My reputation.
Yeah, guys, she's shocked. I am shocked. And this very development has shocked many people who followed the story and expressed sympathy when the appeal first surfaced. As details continue to emerge, social media users are debating trust, accountability, and the impact such incidents can have on genuine victims seeking help. And trust me, this is definitely not the updates many Nigerians were expecting from this very story. Guys, you know what we do here is to give you the apropos and the gossip side of this very story. Yes. So this very story, ladies and gentlemen, this woman, or rather this lady, came to ask for funds, to solicit for funds to help her mother. And you know, these days, Nigerians are actually the ones paying the ransom money. Once anybody gets kidnapped, they come and then they do GoFundMe, they get money, they give to the kidnappers. And so this very lady came out to solicit for funds, saying her mother was kidnapped, and then the kidnappers were demanding 50 million naira. And good Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, decided to support her, and they released the woman, but only for the police to investigate this very issue. And they found out that the woman staged her own kidnap, and allegedly with her boyfriend. So she actually has a boyfriend and she's married. She left her husband's house and she went to stay in her boyfriend's house, allegedly. And then so people don't start raising eyebrows like, where has she gone to, especially the husband. Then she decided to say, now insecurity is going on in the country. Let's just say I was kidnapped and then we'll demand for 50 million naira. They will not be able to pay it, so I'll stay here longer. Guys, I'm just thinking that was what went down though. So, and then that was how she was there, but God so kind, Nigerians gave the money and then she was released. Yes, she was released. And now they're tracking the whole money and how it was paid and all of that. And they found out that it was paid to the boyfriend. And then the boyfriend had to say, oh, I'm sorry, oh, it was the woman that asked us to do this. It's not like I just kidnapped her. She asked us to do it. We're dating. And now I'm trying to understand what the husband will be feeling at this point. Imagine the girl saying, her father has some health challenges and all of that. Just imagine what that man would be going through. Not only finding out that his wife staged her own kidnap, but finding out that she was actually cheating on him. And then she actually staged this very kidnap story. So at the end of the day, I'm still trying to drag women into this. Women, are we not doing too much? I feel like we are doing too much. But guys, people are still saying this very story needs to be investigated thoroughly. Some persons are even saying, when you see women crying, you should not trust them. That even the daughter coming out to cry, that they need to even investigate to be sure that she's also not part of it. These are what Nigerians are saying, that at this point, we do not know who to believe again. Because when a woman cries, she could be lying and still crying. I'm not the one saying it. I'm actually a feminist, but these are what netizens are saying at this point. So guys, I feel like this very story is still a developing one because investigations are still ongoing. And trust me, if we get more updates and it finds its way back to our top 5, we'll definitely bring it to you. Away from that, and now our #1 trending story. Guys, this very story has left the internet completely stunned. A video making rounds online allegedly shows a woman known for selling akara, that is bean cake, and bread, being confronted by customers after they suspected she was hiding something. What was that thing she was hiding? Akara lovers, please, I think you should skip this very video because maybe you might decide not to eat akara again. According to the claims circulating online, human waste was allegedly discovered among the ingredients connected to her akara business. Guys, even as I'm saying this very story, but the woman was questioned by angry crowd, and the shocking allegations have triggered outrage, disbelief, and concern among social media users, and even concern from me. Guys, let's watch this one.
Open them now, open the sheet. Open the sheet. You know what? Open the sheet. Open the sheet. Open the sheet. Open the sheet. Open them. Open them. Open the sheet now. Open them.
Guys, what did we just watch? Okay, many people are still struggling to process this very story, just as I am still trying to process this very story, while others are calling for proper investigations and public health action. Without a doubt, this has become one of the most talked about stories on the internet right now. Guys, like I said, I am still trying so hard to process this very story. But in case you are a akara lover, I hope you don't stop eating akara after this very one. Guys, at this point, we do not even know what to do again, because this time around, we are just seeing for the akara seller. What if other persons do things like this to other food sellers and things like this? I feel like we should be really careful when trying to get food, though. We should be careful. I know we can never be careful enough, but I pray God helps us. God helps us. I'm still trying to process the story. So I think we have to wrap it up right now on trending. And that's our countdown for today. Which of the stories shocked you the most? The alleged fake kidnapping, the landlord's discovery, the landlord's drama, or that very number one story that left everybody speechless, just as the host was very, very speechless? Let us know in the comment section of all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV. I will see you again same time tomorrow for another hot gist. I remain Mercy Arabo. Bye.